Ain't really wanna know.
After hundreds of battles throughout the
Boy,
season,
it
we
incomplete.
finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. All their work has led to this moment. And away we go in Super Bowl 64. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action in this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That play brought to an end by the former Dolphin. Here's Jalen Ramsey.
A gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That's complete to Musgrave. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Working now from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And that one is picked off, but wait a second. Oh, it came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. So 1st down from the 41. The first carry here for Ashton Genty. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Looking quickly here. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down, Carolina.
They'll motion Jefferson left. Brought in. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Genty runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point not too confident, but it had enough to go. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Second down pass play coming. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's going to be 1st down Miami. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. This one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Pass play coming here. Flush down out to his left. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Offense in a hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Lasers this one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Dolphins reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
The kicker on for the
They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
He fields it from the 8. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
at their own 24-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd down, Jackson to pass. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's going to get this to the opposing 41. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. One quarter down, a lot more ahead here in Super Bowl 64. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Minneapolis right after this. Second quarter about set to begin. Welcome back, everybody, to Super Bowl 64. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Now it's Lamar. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Carolina.
Motion a receiver left. On 1st down, Jackson. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Pass caught along the sideline by Mitchell. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw the ball away safely.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Genty again. Maybe should have been thinking past their partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate. Two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Positive with that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, he didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They get 37 on the play. And that is a Dolphins 1st down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Here we go. Set go.
On 1st down, they'll run. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
From the gun on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
That was a miss. So he hung it out right at that upright. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
First down, here's Lamar. It's a screen play to Genty. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More of the Super Bowl coming up on EA Sports. They'll come up on first and 10. Genty from the gun. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has it down close. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. On target to Musgrave. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Look at that power. Deep left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And you're going for this. He connects downfield. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
2 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Complete in the end zone.
Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They're throwing it. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 1-score game before halftime. The extra point. Here's Smith. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game.
Dolphins 14.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Looking slant route, complete. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It's a gain
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Looking to throw. Galloping inside the 40. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. Starting at the 10. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Working quickly here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. He's throwing deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
4 yards to go.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Throw here, 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dante Thornton Jr. So that brings up 4th and long.
It's 4th down.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Panthers take over at the 34-yard line. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. The defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Here's Genty. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Now here's Lamar. Dumps it off to his running back. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to run it with Genty. And maybe should have been thinking pass their partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal. And out comes the Panthers field goal unit. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll double their lead to 6.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's complete to Musgrave. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end. because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Working now from the gun. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted. He got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Rolling back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside field goal range. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's 2nd and inches.
They give it to him again, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Pass play now. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. Offense to the line fast.
2nd down.
Second down pass play coming. This one's taken in by Thornton. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Working quickly here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Jump off caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to number 21. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So Super Bowl 64 in our season, down to one last quarter. It's Dolphins football, and their title hopes hinge on evening the score. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Go! Cougar 19!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust.
This game be cheating. I just took the lead. The nigga missed the fucking ball
You're going to throw that one off
to
the
take the
pass.
lead.
First down throw for Jackson. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C
That's
there.
tough.
Some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Throwing again is Lamar. Brought in by his back here. It's Shenty. And he's going to be stopped just shy of that first down marker at the 22. Offense in the hurry up here. Now Jackson on 3rd down. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture. And one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Extra DB out there for the Fins. Third down. Back to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Straight ahead with Genty. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign. Well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This is Genty on second. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end block. It's third down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Slot man motioned over. He's back to throw. That's completed right side. And he will not score, but that does set him off block with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That shit just cheated me 3 times in the fourth quarter when I should have been up like 2 scores.
Motioning left is their running back. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers make it a 2-possession game here in the fourth. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown. Man, I love talking to these coaches, Kate. You know, as we sit in our production meetings, in some cases, we're going to try to figure out why a runner passed in a 2-point conversion. But there, well, just simply running it was more than enough.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it
I'm
away.
tight, bro. I'll put the win this shit.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Trying to push deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. So that brings up second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He's got it at the 30. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, That gets the job done.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game because of the...
This is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
The extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. Dolphins cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
28. Dolphins 21.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He'll take this at the 10. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First down, Panthers.
We give up the guts. It's Genty. No up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first.
It's a pickup of 3.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
At the 43-yard line.
Back to Genty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He was brought down.
Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd.
It's a gain
And
of
they'll have
2
just one
yards.
left to burn now.
And it's 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. It's his running back. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards.
The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. First call here coming from the shotgun. He'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Setting up to pass. Has his man. That's their rookie from Penn State. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
That's a gain of 8.
Now to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. On target to Musgrave. Great work. He gets them the first down. They needed that conversion, and he also stops the clock. They left The offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Here he is to throw. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. And the Panthers make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without true interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Come on, I'm quick to raise my Glock up. I'm not going to raise the beats. Come on. I can't.
Is headed to North Carolina. The Panthers are Super Bowl champions. This is something that's happened 9 times before, Brock, and now we've got number 10, winning back-to-back Super Bowls, which we talk about it often, an immeasurably difficult thing to do here in the NFL.
Yeah, puts you in some pretty elite air. So many of the groups who've done it are remembered as some of the greatest. The Packers winning the first 2, the Steelers of the 70s going back-to-back twice. And in more recent days, the Patriots of the early 2000s and the Chiefs a couple decades later, they're remembered among the
Good
all-time
fucking
greats.
win.
With this win, well, these guys have officially joined them.
So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books.
That was a good ass game, man. I'm mad they fucking deaded me on my touchdown. Damn.
Our fellow commentators,
That's a
Brandon
good game.
and Charles, Mike and Greg. I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season.
Defense showed up second
Good night,
half.
everybody, from the Super Bowl.
Hell yeah, bro. I lost by a touchdown. They deaded me on my touchdown. No, the fuck I haven't. You lying, bitch. You just saying anything. Every league I'm in, I lost a game recently. I won every game I played. You must have been in a party, like you said, because I have not been losing. And that field goal, bro. I'm supposed to win that shit, man. That's 10 points off the board. It made me hit the fucking pole on a perfect field goal kick. And then McLaurin dropped a wide open touchdown pass. Nobody touching him or nothing. That nigga just dropped that shit. I ain't gonna suck my dick. That's what you want, bro. This nigga, if you want to talk, bro, sometimes you gotta just tell him what he want to hear. Shut him up. Cause you def can't beat me, bro. You not even close to me at all. Even when I'm playing bad, you still don't be fucking with me. So I don't get it. Type shit. Grah, 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 grah. July 25th, 26th. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Yes, Lord.
Who is that man I see staring straight back at me? When will
Cause happy as fuck she let him move back in. And he so I wouldn't move back in. Nigga Sherm. So I want to move back in. And he so you got me feeling like man, that's why I wanna went back. Word, right? And cause when that shit wore off from her, guess where you going back? And, and you know everybody probably inboxed her. Right. And it's not safe, nigga. 'Cause if he truly even would think like that, he gonna kill both of y'all. Or the blood though. Crippin'. What games you downloaded Spaz? My bad. If you was talking to me, I ain't forget to. I was talking to you. Say that. 6'7" point guard, or you said guard? Yeah, sure. I thought somebody said a small four earlier, or they were saying something about small four. Uh, he can still go to guard. I mean, guard till he get figure out our team style. Yeah, 6'7". Right. That nigga's a bitch. She walk like a boss, talk like a boss. Uh-huh. It is a feel. That nigga Jill, bitch. Yes, yes, yes. She like girl thing. Yes, Lord. Let me go find that shit. The right rust. Oh shit, I'm bugging anyways. I'm tripping out. Cross the line. Speak about my latest tech. I'm a geek about my. I can't be out chipped in fantasy. At least, like Luck said, man, you gotta win one chip. And you can't get out chipped in fantasy. Who was the other person that won one? Had to be like A, I think. I think two people won. That nigga overdoing it. Oh, every day some new shit. Beef with Jill cause the little nigga a bitch. Every op shot. Castellamento. I'm about to switch over whoever hooping in a second.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
I ain't gonna lie, switch my nuts out your mouth, Danny. So start there. Nah, don't call me a little nigga though. Facts. Alright. I am, bro. You already know my bot, nigga. I might fucking knock your ear off your head. Keep talking like that. What divisions we going with? Nah. Fuck that nigga. Hmm. Why, my brother? That fucking me ago. Fuck that. Yo, Gino. Yeah, this nigga named Ronaldo Elenardo or some shit like that. He's a Mexican in there.
Choose which team you'll begin your
I
franchise
can't
with.
hear you. A nigga named NTF. Ali. But I don't know no NTF. Let's just talk about KJ for a second. I'm about to say that's KJ, nigga. Oh, MTF, whatever. That nigga Drew a bitch. Just send that shit. If you say something, tell him suck your dick. Oh, now he's spazzing on you like you a pussy. That's who he talking to. Fuck on with that loser.
The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise. In the preseason,
Oh my god. Gotta delete this shit. Pussy. Slime enough to fuck a nigga, slime enough to bring the bag home. That's what young boy said. His girl cheated. He said, you slime enough to fuck a nigga, you should be slime enough to bring the bag home.
choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
Like a Nickelodeon. Eduardo Monardo. Y'all ain't gonna lie, I got Juno 15, Miguel 2 on basketball. But you just told me you was a hooper. You said I really be hooping, Cash. You said something to me, Spaz?
The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise.
Yeah, bro. I gotta
Preseason,
finish something real quick. It should be like 3
your
minutes.
fantasy draft.
Nah, that's just the running back. It's gadget formation though.